Hello, everyone. I am back with another review. No unboxing, because surprisingly, no pops came with this Marvel project. But yeah, today I'm going to be reviewing a President. I can't talk. Punisher One Last Kill, the special presentation Marvel just did. So, overall, I thought it was okay. I think it was kind of mediocre a little bit. A few reasons. Number one, I felt like we were kind of treading old ground with him reestablishing himself as the Punisher. I guess this is him going in to be Punisher full time or something. But I feel like in season 2 of the Netflix series, we already kind of did this arc a little bit, and we're kind of treading old ground with him, reestablishing himself as a Punisher. And then the whole family thing, I get with the way his family was killed. You would never really truly get over that, obviously, but I feel like we moved on in it a little bit more than what was shown in the presentation. Like, I feel like Frank had moving on a little bit more and come to grips with his family's death a little bit more. But again, kind of with the earlier Punisher seasons, it just kind of felt with his whole, the family trauma stuff, it kind of felt like we were retreading old ground a little bit. And like I said, you would never be able to 100% recover from that type of trauma watching your family get murdered in front of you. But I felt like he had accepted it a little more and moved on a little more than was presented in the show. There was also a lot of long, slow motion shots. I'm not a cinematographer. I'm not a filmmaker. I'm not a film analyst or anything. Gosh, there's a hair on my face. But even then, I felt like there were way too many long, slow motion shots that took up a lot of the runtime, which was already really short. And then Frank didn't say a whole ton of dialogue, which I don't really like. I think he should have talked more. Jon Bernthal is a really, really good actor. And I think that when he talks, he is the presence of the room. Like, he is the focus of attention in the room when he talks. So, yeah, it was just kind of a lot of that. Also, a really short runtime was not the best. I think this probably could have been 10 minutes longer, and you could have put a little more in, personally. But the things I liked, Jon Bernthal's acting, I mean, he's so good, man. He fits the role so well. He's such a good Punisher. I don't have that much to say about Jon Bernthal's acting. You've seen it. You know what it's like. He's an amazing actor, and I really love Jon Bernthal's acting in this. The action was awesome. I am so glad Marvel didn't, how do I put this, PG-13ify? Is that a term? I'm glad they didn't tone down the violence or that part or the gore, because with a character like Punisher, that's kind of his whole thing, is violence and gore and stuff like that. And I'm glad they didn't tone it down or try to, make it more Marvel-y or whatever, more early 2010s MCU where you get a few cuts and bruises, but that's it. No, they kept the violence, they kept the gore there, which is great, because for a character like Punisher, you want that there. And then the villain, when she was on screen, she was pretty intimidating. Is it Madame Nucci? I don't know her first name. Alexandra or something? No, I don't know. Just the head of the Nucci crime family. She had a great presence. She wasn't in the show for as long as I thought she could have been, but she had a really cool presence when she was there. And then the cameos, Karen and Kurt, even though it was all in Frank's head, I wonder if that's setting up him to come back, which I hope so, man, because he was a great character in the Netflix series. And I really hope that he comes back. But yeah, the cameos were pretty cool. And then obviously, it's just Punisher, right? Like the 11-year-old little boy in me, a dude running around fighting people and stabbing people and going bananas while screaming his head off was so cool. So, yeah, overall, I thought it was okay. I think it could have been a little better, and I think if it was longer, it would have been better. but it was just really, really short. It was like shorter than a Born Again episode. For a special presentation, you would expect it to be a little longer, at least in my eyes, but it wasn't. It's not the worst thing in the world, but yeah, apparently this leads right into Spider-Man Brand New Day. So the ending shot is him, shooting that guy that killed the Marine's dog. So apparently Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to pick up right there. I guess that's a rumor I've heard, which would be interesting. So yeah, but Punisher, awesome. Jon Bernthal, awesome. But overall, I think it was okay. I'd probably give it 5, 6 out of 10. Maybe 6.5. But yeah, it was okay. Could have been better. But, we'll take it. But let me know what you guys think of One Last Kill. And I will see you guys later. Peace.